Stop, put down that fork, and listen to me carefully. If you are over 60, or if you have parents who are, everything you've been told about healthy eating might be actively destroying their health. We've been lied to. We've been taught that a calorie is just a calorie, and that if it's natural, it must be safe. That is a dangerous myth. Did you know that according to research published in Nature Medicine, there is a specific biological switch that flips around age 60? This switch changes how your body processes fuel overnight. Foods that you enjoyed in your 30s and 40s, foods that gave you energy, are now silently triggering inflammation, clogging your arteries, and accelerating cognitive decline. I'm not talking about junk food. You already know candy is bad. I'm talking about the 7 specific foods sitting in your kitchen right now, foods that most doctors and nutritionists overlook, foods that are statistically shortening the lifespan of millions of seniors every single year. Today, we are going to shatter these beliefs. We are going to look at the hard science from top universities like Harvard and Johns Hopkins. I'm going to give you the ultimate roadmap to protecting your heart, your brain, and your joints. But you have to watch until the end, because food number 6 is one that millions of seniors eat every single morning thinking they are doing the right thing. It's a mistake that could be costing them their independence. Are you ready to take back control? Let's dive in. Before we get to the list, we need to understand why this is happening. Why does the body suddenly reject certain foods after 60? Scientists call it inflammaging. It's a portmanteau of inflammation and aging. A study from the Journal of Gerontology showed that after age 60, the immune system's ability to regulate itself drops significantly. Your body stops being able to distinguish between a real threat and a minor irritation. When you eat the wrong foods now, your body doesn't just digest them, it wages war. It releases cytokines, inflammatory markers, that attack your healthy cells. This isn't just about feeling bloated. This is about the root cause of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even Alzheimer's. Dr. David Sinclair, a professor of genetics at Harvard Medical School, often argues that we don't just have to accept aging as a decline, we have to treat it as a treatable condition. And the first step to treating it? Removing the 7 toxic triggers from your diet. Let's count them down. Number 1. Processed meats. I'm talking about sausages, hot dogs, cold cuts, and that deli meat you might have in your sandwich right now. Most people look at the calorie count. That's a mistake. You need to look at the chemistry. These meats are pumped with 2 things that are catastrophic for a 60-plus-year-old: sodium and nitrates. Here is the shocker. The World Health Organization, WHO, classifies processed meat as a Group 1 carcinogen. That puts it in the same category as tobacco and asbestos. But let's talk about the immediate danger. A single serving of salami often contains more than half of your daily recommended sodium limit. For a senior whose blood vessels are already stiffening, that sodium spike sends blood pressure through the roof instantly. You are literally forcing your heart to pump against a wall of resistance. And the nitrates? They damage the lining of your colon. The fix: if you want meat, you must eat fresh, unprocessed cuts, lean chicken, turkey, or beef. Cook it yourself. Your heart will thank you. Number 2. High-fat dairy. We're talking about that bright yellow cheese, heavy cream, and full-fat milk. For decades, we were told fat was the enemy. Then, we were told fat is okay. The truth lies in the middle, especially for seniors. Here is the hard data. As we age, our metabolism slows down by about 10% per decade. You simply cannot burn off that saturated fat like you could at 25. When you consume high-fat dairy, you aren't just adding calories, you are flooding your bloodstream with saturated fats that raise your LDL, the bad cholesterol. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition involving over 10,000 adults found that high intake of high-fat dairy was significantly linked to increased cardiovascular mortality. Imagine your blood vessels as pipes. Over 60 years, they've built up some mineral deposits. Now, you're pouring heavy grease into them. It's a recipe for a clot, a stroke, or a heart attack. The fix: make the switch today. It's not about deprivation. Use feta cheese, use goat cheese, or switch to skim milk and low-fat yogurt. You keep the flavor, but you remove the weapon from your arteries. Number 3. This is one that people fight me on: sodas. And yes, I am including diet sodas. Let's start with regular soda. It's liquid sugar. A single can contains about 39 grams of sugar, more than the American Heart Association recommends for an entire day. When you drink that, you are spiking your insulin so high that your body goes into panic mode. This leads to visceral fat, the dangerous fat that wraps around your organs and causes type 2 diabetes. But what about the zero sugar options? Surely they are safe, right? Wrong. This is the hidden truth. Many diet sodas use artificial sweeteners like aspartame. Research from the Massachusetts General Hospital suggests that aspartame blocks a gut enzyme called IAP, intestinal alkaline phosphatase. This enzyme is crucial for preventing obesity and diabetes. Furthermore, a study in the journal Stroke linked the daily consumption of diet drinks to a threefold increase in the risk of dementia and stroke. You're drinking it thinking you're saving calories, but you're stealing your memory. The fix: it's water. It's sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon. It's green tea, anything but the chemical cocktail in that can. Number 4. Refined carbohydrates. White bread, white pasta, pastries, cookies. If it's white, it's likely not right for you. Here is the mechanism you need to understand. Refined carbs have no fiber. They are stripped of the bran and germ. Because of that, your body digests them instantly. They turn into glucose, blood sugar, faster than table sugar does. For a 60-plus-year-old, this is devastating. High blood sugar acts like broken glass in your veins, scratching and scarring your arterial walls. This creates plaque. Plus, that insulin spike accelerates skin aging and breaks down collagen. You are literally eating yourself old. According to the Mayo Clinic, a diet high in refined carbs is a leading contributor to belly fat, the kind that is most linked to metabolic syndrome. The fix: embrace the grain. Ezekiel bread, quinoa, brown rice, oats. These release energy slowly, keeping your mind sharp and your waistline trim. Number 5. Unfermented soy. This is controversial because soy is marketed as a health food. But hear me out. I'm talking about soy chunks, soy protein isolate powders, and heavily processed soy burgers. These are often loaded with phytoestrogens. While a little soy is fine, high amounts of unfermented soy can mimic estrogen in the body. Why does this matter after 60? Because hormonal balance is already fragile. In men, excess estrogen can lead to weight gain and muscle loss. In women, it can complicate hormonal shifts. More importantly, unfermented soy contains anti-nutrients like phytates and goitrogens. Phytates block the absorption of minerals like calcium and iron, minerals you desperately need to prevent osteoporosis. The fix: if you love soy, eat fermented soy, miso, tempeh, and natto. The fermentation process breaks down those anti-nutrients and makes the nutrition available. It's a world of difference. Number 6. I told you this one would be shocking. Raw cruciferous vegetables. I can hear you shouting now, vegetables are bad? Are you crazy? Relax. Vegetables are medicine, but raw broccoli, cauliflower, and kale are incredibly difficult for the aging gut to break down. These vegetables contain a complex sugar called raffinose. Humans lack the enzyme to digest raffinose. After 60, your digestive fire, your hydrochloric acid levels, drop significantly. When you eat these raw, they don't digest, they ferment. You get bloating, gas, and severe stomach pain. You aren't absorbing the nutrients, you're creating inflammation. A study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition suggests that cooking these vegetables actually increases the bioavailability of certain antioxidants like beta-carotene and lutein. The fix: stop eating your veggies raw. Steam them, roast them, or sauté them. You get the nutrition without the gut-wrenching pain. And finally, number 7. The enemy: fried foods. French fries, fried chicken, donuts. This is the worst of the worst. Why? 2 words: oxidative stress. When you fry a food in oil at high temperatures, you create trans fats and advanced glycation end products, AGEs. AGEs literally age your body. They stiffen your tissues, damage your collagen, and accelerate brain aging. A study from the BMJ followed over 100,000 women and found that those who ate fried food daily had a 13% higher risk of premature death. Think about that. You are increasing your risk of dying early just for the taste of a fried potato. Your heart is a pump. Do not pump sludge through it. The fix: use an air fryer if you crave that crunch. Bake it, but keep it out of the deep fryer. So, we've removed the bad. Now, what do you replace it with? The secret to longevity isn't starvation, it's abundance. The science points strongly to the Mediterranean diet. Imagine a plate full of fatty fish like salmon or sardines, loaded with omega-3s that lubricate your brain. Imagine extra virgin olive oil rich in polyphenol that protect your DNA. Imagine walnuts and blueberries, nature's anti-inflammatories. This isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle choice that resets your biological clock. You aren't just eating to survive, you are eating to thrive. We covered a lot today. I know some of this was hard to hear. No one likes being told that their favorite sandwich or their afternoon soda is hurting them. But ask yourself this: is the 5 minutes of pleasure worth the years of pain? You have the power to change your trajectory right now. You can clean out your pantry today. You can start cooking with olive oil tonight. If this video opened your eyes to something you didn't know, please, don't keep it a secret. Share this video with a friend, a parent, or a grandparent. You might literally save a life. Drop a comment below and tell me, which food on this list are you going to give up first? I want to read your stories. If you want to protect your brain and body for the long haul, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. We are building a community of people who refuse to age quietly. I appreciate you. Stay sharp, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.